Hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here, and God knows I don't know why I'm here, beyond the fact that a long time ago, two people had a very irresponsible night, and I am paying for it for the rest of my life, as we all know. So, what have I got for you today? Well, I know these are some familiar faces. Got 3 Hakuro, particularly one that became a couple that became experiments, mostly for funsies. We've got Kanko back, but we've also got another Kanko that's been a very fun, if slightly malicious experiment that's probably not for the faint of heart. I might be playing it up a little, but you'll see what I mean. Now, we're going to actually, before we move on to the experiment, we're going to talk about the Hakuros. We love our wolf archer. We adore her. She is one of our favorites. So, of course, over here we're going to start with the Gold H, who uses a Watcher set. Now, as we know, we got like fully skilled up here. Beautiful. A little extra crit, a little bit of speed, plenty of attack. A little bit of crit damage. So with her, it's Watcher mixed with Shadow. Mostly with a focus towards attack. Basically, you want her to hit pretty hard, and she can boost her own crit damage a little bit, so that makes for fun. I also gotta love this that she has the shadow double thing. That's always been fun. Now, of course, beautiful. Now we move to Indigo H. Now, this one was actually an experiment. Watcher and a couple others have been trademarks for Hakuro, but I was very curious about this Hyosube, mostly because, as a joke with the piercing arrow thing, I wondered how it would work on her. Answer? Nicely. Very nicely. So, of course, it's boosted towards attack. Is there room for extra attack? Sure, but you gotta make sure you have some HP and defense in there. You want her staying on the field, right? With, of course, some extra crit coming from this claws, and, of course, this beautiful crit and crit damage boosting claws. Not the most of attack, but, I mean, come on. We love some crit and crit damage in this house. And honestly, it matches very nicely with the skin. This is like A+ work here. This is like S tier. Beautiful. Now, over here we have our Pink H in her pretty Sakura skin. This one is the newest one, and mostly it says, I want her doing counter-attacking out the wazoo. Not the most crit, a little bit of crit damage, mostly some effect resistance, and speed. She is speed here, as you can see with these Scarlets, because I wanted the chance of an archer counter-attacking, and I figured, you know what, why not? Let's see how it does. There also may be a little bit of a joke about being a wolf and Scarlet's image kind of looking kind of like a wolf-dog combination thing. Hellhound, whatever you want to call it. I make a lot of jokes with friends, and I do weird things. We all do. Of course, I couldn't resist adding the Tsuchigumo because I was thinking, you know what? Let's see how this goes. I want to see this experiment. And of course, we have this beautiful speed booster Tsuchigumo over here, which I can tell you this has actually been a very fun experiment. Very fun. Especially with the Tsuchigumo added in there. Now, our next one here is actually going to be our Kankos. And if you can see down here, you can already see what this little bit of an experiment has been with one. Now, the first one over here, who is pretty typical, fully skilled up, as we know. Kappa. And with a lot of extra crit and some crit damage, he's also a Scarlet set. Which, honestly, we all love some Scarlet, especially with this crit booster, on him because of that he can actually remove an orb. So if you're boosting his crit, yes, boost that crit, increase your chances of taking orbs. Do it. In all honesty, it leads me to think that maybe one day I might make another one and see how Tree Nymph also helps with that, since it does also provide an orb taking thing, but you know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Of course, to boost this crit further, we have Wispzoza. I cannot speak! Wispzoa, which just adds a little of everything. Now, not the highest attack, because our main focus was on crit, because he's here to take orbs. He is here to limit it. Now, our other one over here, who's just hanging around in his evolved form, and who my friends have been jokingly referring to Kurama ever since I did this experiment, he uses a boss soul set. In particular, Odokuro, Aburaguruma, Namazu. Heavier boost towards attack, a little bit of crit damage, but his main focus is also on taking advantage of these boss souls effects. Odokuro increases damage dealt to monsters by 10% for a turn. If taking damage from monsters, increases the damage boost to effect to 25%. Yes. He's basically like a hidden sniper, for lack of better words, we're going to call him. Namazu. Passive effect. At the start of a battle against monsters, grants a 60% damage reduction. When taking damage, transfer it to a damage boost. Does anyone see what I'm working with here? Yes. All the yes. And of course, Aburaguruma. When taking attacks from monsters, has a 50% chance of raising the move bar by 30%. Is this a little broken? Yes. Is this a little fun? Also, yes. If anything, it makes me very curious to maybe do a few more experiments with Shiki, with these whole little mixed bag sets for boss monsters. If anything, this has been fun. I haven't used it against a person yet. I don't know if I want to. I'm kind of worried I might end up making somebody really pissed off. But, you know, whatever. Alright, so we've gone through that. You know, maybe I will just for funsies. But we've got that. We've got our souls. So we're going to see how these guys do in their level 40 Hahakagami zone, their level 40 Kappa zone, and just have a little fun. I'm hoping everybody gets an equal chance to shine a little bit, but not having an orb bringer might do that for me, so let's see. Alright, so if you want to knock off here, fine, no harm, no shame. But if you want to stick around, let's see what happens, shall we? Go. Right! I love how Hakuro poses such. Yes! Okay, come on. Yes! I love the cinematic view when it hits. Yep, there we go. Counter attacks at the line. This is one reason you need a healer when you have a bunch of attack orientation, but let's just face it, this was fun. And it's also funny to watch how many different other boss souls keep activating with this one. Alright, so we're gonna hit the level 40 Kappa zone, and I'll see you in a minute, okay? Okay, there we go. And we are in the Kappa zone, level 40 Kappa zone, with 3 Hakuros and 2 Kankos, including my little boss experiment here, who honestly just makes me evil laugh. So let's move on, shall we? Move bar lowering, yes. Everybody's getting a wonderful little chance to shine. I kind of love it. This may as well be Team Sniper. Here we go. Kanko didn't get to shine too much, but hey, no big. If anything, that was kind of fun. And again, it makes me more curious about wanting to do more experimentation with boss souls and see how many with the mixed bag sets can do. But on that note, I'm going to head off for now. And if you like this kind of thing, or you got some suggestions, some ideas, something you want to see, even if it's not Onmyoji related, hit me up down below. Let's see. I'll catch you next time. All right? And, while you're down there, do the holy trifecta of YouTube with the like, comment, subscribe. Okay? See ya.